Okay, so if you're watching a replay, we'll say hi and welcome in. We'll say that this is the last live that we will do about hat updates. I think we've received all of them. If you talked to me and said you're sending them and we haven't received them and I'm saying this, then I'm sorry, my fault. But I think this is it, and we have stopped taking them now. Obviously, if you've sent them and they haven't gotten here yet, we'll take them, but no more for this year. We will start again in March, and so March of 2026, probably the end of March will be a good time because then all the bad weather here will be stopped and we can get out to the post office. We can't really do that too much right now. So while we're waiting for people to come in, we're going to go ahead and start showing at least one set of hats that we have and then go into the next one and talk about our day. We'll go over about what happened in the parades that we've been in and some of the things that have been going on and some of the things that we're going to do. And if you're here, please say hi so we know that you're here. Yeah. Okay. So this is from Connie, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, Merry Christmas. Very cute. It says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. KK and Kristen, here are some hats and headscarves or kerchiefs for BMO and gifts for both of you. I'm glad Rose mentioned your organization on her channel. I enjoy your videos. Have a beautiful season, Connie. How sweet. And so Connie sent me a pot holder, a bumblebee.
Cute.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Zach, how you doing, honey?
Oh, no.
Zach, I'm so sorry. Hey, Rachel. Zach, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon, hon. Take care and rest. Lots of fluids, darling. Not that I'm a doctor. I'm not, but lots of fluids are always good when you're sick.
Yes.
She also sent me a bumblebee scarf, which I think is gorgeous. And I plan on wearing that because it is absolutely gorgeous and so warm. It's funny because I was just getting ready to make myself a scarf and now I don't have to. You need to take those?
Yes.
Yes,
and then you can
ma'am.
finish on those. Well, I show what she made me. She made me a pretty Christmas hat.
Love the way it pulled.
I do too. I'm so happy.
How you guys doing, Rachel?
These are more hats she sent for BMO.
These are cute.
They are cute.
Little kerchiefs.
That's close enough to a doctor.
Nah, I can't do that on YouTube, Rachel. I'll get in trouble. Hey, Nikki, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Oh, I love this. This is sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Hey, Connie, we're showing your hats. Do you show these already?
Yes.
And thank you so much for the lovely gifts. We appreciate you so
Yes.
much. We just showed them all. I said I was going to make myself a scarf, and now I don't have to. This is gorgeous. Good, Nikki. I'm glad.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'm going to show, while Chris is getting ready, the
Bee
three.
on the map for Ohio.
Yeah, put a bee on the map for Ohio for Connie. And I'm going to show the 3 hats that I have made recently and tell you why I made them. Might help if I turn them the right way. Okay, this is no, this is not. This is the first one I made. You all have heard before, Jack has a coworker that likes purple. That coworker quit. So we got a new coworker, an assistant on his line, and he also likes purple and asked for a purple teddy bear and got one. And then he put on a keychain and then a purple and black hat. So this is what I made him. And then my husband said, oh, he has a little girl. And I said, oh, really? So I made her one. And then he said, oh, he has a Beyonce. And I said, oh, really? So then I made her one. Because you can't send one and not to everybody, right? Hi, Suzanne. How are you, dear? Good to see you. So those are the 3 that I made. Yeah, I know. I said I was done making hats for a while, but those were therapeutic. I was making them for someone I knew, and it was nice to be able to make something to gift. So then today we took a gamble that the weather wasn't going to be too bad, and we went to see Spring and her mama, and we didn't take any pictures, and I thought about that afterwards, but then I thought, well, sometimes the best thing is just enjoying it and not doing that. Steak and veggie sounds yummy. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Oh, I love that. That sounds yummy. I'm not a big red meat fan, but I do like steak.
Yep.
So we have to show other hats now that came from Spring, or we want to show and share with you. And there are a lot, so we thought we would do that in a live. It's just
Spring has been a busy Bumblebee worker.
She sure has. And it was good to meet her mom and to see her. We stood out in the cold and chattered a little bit and talked for a little bit because we were both busy running errands. And I was trying to make sure I got back before anything hit, and nothing did. But, you just never know anymore, especially here. The weather's been crazy. Like they would say, oh, well, you're going to get a blizzard, which is what we were supposed to get. If I'm not mistaken, was it not yesterday into today?
Mm-hmm.
Was supposed to be a blizzard.
It was supposed to start midday yesterday, and it never did.
I think we got a couple of inches, and maybe an inch stayed and then melted away. Like it didn't.
And it snowed off and on today, but it wasn't nothing major.
Like I can see the grass at our house. So that says, which is not unusual. We are in a valley, so I don't get a lot of that mess that comes everywhere else. Hey, how you doing, Julie? Good to see you. We're just showing some hats and talking a little bit about what's going on with BMO. But so the snow here has been supposed to have been like 4 to 5 inches, and we've gotten a little bit of nothing here, which, like I said, is not unusual. But even the surrounding areas that we go to are pretty clear, like the immediate areas. So we took a chance and went towards Springs because I know it's worse over there, and it is. But the roads were basically clear. As long as you stayed on the main road, you were good. I did go down a back road to deliver some hats that went to the organization, and got a little scared. So I came to the end of the street, and instead of going straight, I turned left to go back onto the main road, whereas I might have normally taken the back, I don't know. Anyway, it was covered in snow, so I didn't go that way.
Rachel.
An inch here, and it all melted. They canceled school today. I told them it wasn't safe for me to go to work, and then I looked outside and there was no snow. Well, they did not cancel here today. They had a 3-hour delay. They've canceled, I think, every day except Wednesday and today. Is that what it's been since? They canceled last Friday. They canceled Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I think
they were delayed.
A delay.
Yesterday was delayed.
Canceled.
Did they cancel yesterday?
And then today was a delay.
Yeah,
I think that's how it went. Anyway, more canceled than delays, and we've been home quite a bit. We got snow and getting more, 2 more inches Sunday, 4 to 9 inches more. See, I think what happened in our situation is it either went west, way west to the edge of West Virginia, or it went east towards the east side of north towards Greenbrier County, which they always get slammed, so that's not unusual. They went yesterday, and that was it. Yeah, it's been a hit and a miss, and we're supposed to get negative wind chill factors Sunday night into Monday morning, so I assume that's probably also going to be a no-no. Like they probably will not go, or at least a 3-hour delay, which is what we've been getting instead of a 2, which is kind of unusual, but we have new people in the board office now, so I'm sure that they're, that's the change in the decisions, and that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with a 3-hour delay. I had a couple of days this week that got canceled for me because it was just the weather and stuff, so that's fine too. So these are spring hats. Beautiful, beautiful.
Look at this one.
2 to 5 inches. Yeah, Connie, you're up north above us, so yeah, I would say so. I have family in Ohio, Cleveland, and can't remember the other place. Susan, how you doing?
Hi, Susan.
Good to see you. Aren't they so pretty? And see, these are just in time because here's an update for a little bit of what we're doing tomorrow. BMO is having like an open house kind of thing for everybody. Yes, Nikki, they are gorgeous. For everybody in the area who maybe they can't get out to a parade. If they're older and can't stand in the cold, or they have young ones that can't stand in the cold. This is going to be a chance for them to, or maybe they got a hat at a parade and it doesn't fit them, but it fits their little and they need one. This is going to be an opportunity for them to come pick out hats. And I've offered teachers to come pick out hats for their classroom or to put in their stash for that child who
may not have
forgets their hat.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
It's so bright. It won't show up. It's a bright neon green. There you go.
Susan, I have family that lived in Cleveland for probably 20 or 30 years. My uncle by marriage worked at the Chevy factory. still have to show up regular time even if there's 3 hour delay? No.
No.
Our teachers do not. I think if it's a 3 hour, they show up 2 hours late. That's Rachel, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
I mean, not my business, but it's dangerous. Now, when I think what you're thinking, you may be thinking of Rachel's, I did say before I had to show up regardless, because when I worked at Head Start, we did. Even on days that they had a snow day, we had to go in. The only way that we got to stay home is if it was a state of emergency declared by the governor.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's the way Head Start worked. You had to go in and work. And I did a lot of planning on those days. It was nice. Aren't they beautiful, Julie? I love them. So much color and so much variety. I love them. But yeah, we had to go in and we had to work. I remember walking through ice and snow one day. It was about, I would say it's 3 or 4 city blocks, maybe 5 to my work. Although here we don't have city blocks where that's at really until you get way down close to the school. But we had to go. So I walked through that snow because my car wasn't starting. I had to go. Or I was afraid to go. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I went. You didn't get paid if you didn't and you got in trouble.
Yeah.
Northwestern Ohio, an hour away from Toledo. My family was from Cleveland. They lived in Cleveland, but there's another part that I can't, if you say the name, Connie, I'll know where it's at. But there's another popular city in Ohio that everybody talks about. And I can't think about it. And I don't know if they still live there now. It's not Toledo, but ooh, Rachel, you go in when it gets bad sometimes. I think you get, it seemed like to me maybe you guys get slammed a lot more than we do with snow.
I'm pretty, yeah, because they're more up north. They get worse snow than we do.
Oh, Rachel, I bet. I don't travel well where you live because I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to driving anyway. Not a scaredy cat, but I don't handle driving as well as I used to. And I had to go down there when the baby was born. And I just don't handle that traffic very well. I don't handle traffic here very well anymore.
More than 4 lanes of traffic, and I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, down there, it just seems like everybody knows where they're going except me. So when I'm
Cincinnati, Ohio, Connie says?
It may have been Cincinnati. Isn't there like a... There is... Where is the... there's like a park, like a... like Carowinds and that kind of thing. Like a ride... What do you...
I was going to say Hershey's, but that's in PA.
No, it's not Hershey's. But there's one out there because our cousins always wanted to take us, and I never got to go, unfortunately. We went when my aunt was sick. The parade. I'm going to talk about the parade in a little bit, Susan. As soon as we show all of Spring's hats, we're going to catch up on that and talk about... Ooh, that's pretty.
It's very pretty.
Now, Spring, as you're rewatching this was meant for me, right? That is my colors.
Cedar Point.
That's it.
And that's it. Sandusky? Am I saying that right?
They wanted me to go to Cedar Point, and I never got to go. I wish I had. My aunt had 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls. And for me, I had a brother and sister. Of course, my sister was gone long before I was ever born. And then my brother was 11 years older than me. So that's so pretty. So I did not have a lot of children my age around. So I enjoyed being with them. We spent a lot of time in the summer together. Oh, that's so pretty and warm. These are so pretty. Yeah, I spent some time in Ohio when I was probably, I don't know, junior high school, before junior high school, maybe late elementary.
Cable work.
Turn that back around. Look at that. Is it like the Celtic look, the Celtic knot or something like that? It's so pretty. Oh, I love this. Look at it. It's her little baby boy. That's her one. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's her pattern. Jules, is it Ruin? Jules in the Ruin? I don't know.
Camouflage.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan, too, for the thumbs up. I love this. 2 cities you mentioned, Medina and Akron. It might be Akron that my other cousin lives in now. Unfortunately, last year their house burnt down, so I'm not sure where they finally settled. You know how you talk to some family members. We talk basically on holidays and just enough to say hello and how you doing and that kind of stuff. Make sure everybody's okay. I love that. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. I like that yarn.
Hey, 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 hey. How you doing, Amber?
Hello.
Rachel, it's something ruins. I can't remember the name of it. Jewels in the Ruins. I think it's Jewels in the Ruins. I recognize most of her patterns because, you know, I've done them all.
Pretty
Oh,
yarn.
Christmas.
I like this color combo. It's not showing up right. It's like a pretty pink and teal. It's showing up
Like a peach
green
and
on
teal?
there.
Yeah.
It's like a peach and teal. It's not showing up right.
Yeah, it's not showing up, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is gorgeous color combo.
Gorgeous. What are you guys doing? What's in your cup and on your hook? Or you getting ready to go to bed? We've had a long day. So, you know.
This is a matching set.
Oh, that's cute.
It is really cute. It's really soft too. It's like almost a velvety kind of yarn, but it doesn't feel like a velvet yarn.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Like it's not velvet, but it feels like
No,
it.
it's like a... I know what yarn that is, but I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah.
So today we had a 3-hour delay, so we took my Angus to school and then went off to meet Spring and did some last minute shopping. Oh, that's good.
A poncho.
I love it.
And some TV watching. Sounds fun.
And so we met Spring and her mom, and then we went to Walmart and grabbed some food and come home, and then had to go decide. Well, we didn't have to go. I decided to go back to town to pick up some things. I can't find anything when I go shopping anymore. I don't know what it is. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. As long as you can still see us, we're fine.
Yeah.
So we went back and tried to look for some other stuff, and then came back home and then had to go back out again because I had ordered some things and I had to go pick them up. And it's just been run today, and I'm exhausted.
Yes, it's been a very long day.
Tomorrow we are opening up the fire department and have invited people. We'll see how many come out. It wasn't a lot of advertisement because we were trying to find a day. And if you live in West Virginia, or if you've been watching the weather, it's been, oh, we're going to get a blizzard and then you get nothing. Or, oh, a little bit of snow and then you get slammed. Because obviously nobody really knows, right? A Waterloo sparkling water called Summer Berry. We used to get,
good.
Is that kind of like Canada Dry? We used to get a Canada, or no, Clearly Canadian. That's what I used to get growing up, was a sparkling water. Oh, it was so good.
I love this.
Oh, that's beautiful. Let me see that. That's knit. That's one of her patterns.
Is knit.
That's one of her patterns too.
There's been a couple in there like that. I love it.
I can't knit. Well, I can't. I don't knit, so I don't remember what this one is because I haven't made it.
This is also her pattern.
That's the unhinged beanie.
Yep.
Yes, Rachel, please. Very pretty. I love this color.
Another unhinged beanie.
So pretty. I love those. They're so
Look at
nice.
this one.
Ooh,
Like
this one reminds me of the desert. It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I love those colors. Look at that. Gorgeous. So tomorrow we're opening up the fire department for people who maybe didn't get a hat at the parades, although we still have one more parade to go, or who didn't get enough hats, maybe didn't get the right size hat, whatever it might be. And so that's what we're doing tomorrow. And we're planning to serve coffee and hot chocolate and the little hug drinks and like the little holiday cookies that have the sprinkles on them, like the butter cookies that have, not the ones in the blue tin, the ones that have like the colored stuff on it.
The ones that come in the red bag.
Yeah, thank you. I can't explain it. Words. Hold on. I'm trying to get our light back up. Because it fell.
Cables.
We're trying to give light. Ooh, that's beautiful. We're trying to put more light because last time afterwards it was very fuzzy. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. But anyway.
Look at these hats. You show this one. I show this one. It's turkeys.
Oh,
it's turkeys.
Yeah, because that one I told her, if you're from Virginia, you know that in the Virginia Tech they have the Hokies. I said, that looks like a Hokie bird. Somebody would love that. Look, just look at this.
So stinking cute.
Can you imagine like the
that
work?
Is work. That is talent.
That's more work than I can. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Look at the. Oh,
I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's possible, but yeah, my brain.
My brain does not comprehend this.
You have a Buckeye and leaf tattoo, the Ohio Buckeye. Okay.
I need to put a beat on the map. Trust me.
Waterloo what is that? Summer berry.
That does look very
It looks good. Looks really good. Clearly Canadian used to come in a bottle and they would come in a peach flavor. Oh, it was so good. So good. So all of these hats we wanted to show you tonight because tomorrow we will take what we don't have set aside for parades and blessing boxes, and I'll explain why that is in a minute, with us to the fire department for those who might need a hat and see how many. I need to do that. I need to have well, this is what I'm doing instead of soda right now. That's water. And yes, it's in a Pepsi cup. And yes, Pepsi was in that, but that's the only pop I've had all day. So now it's water for health reasons. So tomorrow we'll take those and let people come and get what they can or need. And if I like I said, there hasn't been a lot of advertisement for it because I didn't want to advertise for like a whole lot and then get slammed by snow again. And all week we've been like, well, maybe we can go, maybe we can't, because it was supposed to be bad. That's why I'm drinking water now, Rachel, because I haven't been and it's bad. Hey, Kim, I love you very much. I love you very, very much. Sending lots of love and hugs. Mwah. Yeah, very much so. So, tomorrow we will go, and I'm going to go in the morning and plan to get, like, I really seriously think if 3 people show up, we'll be lucky, to have that many. It's going to be in the 40s tomorrow, 30s to 40s, high 30s, low 40s. And it's been cold, and it's going to get really cold tomorrow night in, low temperature, so in the teens. So tomorrow night going into Sunday. So it is good to drink water. Very good. And I need to drink more of it. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying hard. So if we get 3 people, that's fine. But I'm planning to go in the morning and get stuff to make coffee and hot chocolate and the little hug drinks and the little cookies in case we have kids that show up. And hopefully those hats will find homes. And for those who don't, these that we have left, I think we have, I don't even want to say a number. I know we have the ones we showed you today, and I think I still have 3 or 4 bags where we had so many that were donated that I planned to do this at the fire hall because it's good, to be able to provide for those who maybe don't get out to the parades. And so that's how we were going to disperse them. And for those that don't get dispersed, they will go to the school system because I have yet to take any, and we always do.
Yep.
We have felt the prayers and are grateful for all who prayed for God to place angels before us. We've had so many amazing God moments in the few days. I'm so thankful. I appreciate you sharing that with us, and we love you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Know you are in our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts, and we are definitely standing in the gap with and for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Now, what has happened since then? So why do we have? I also have 4 bags of hats to go to the local parade. Why is that? I normally only have 2. Well, what had happened was, everybody makes mistakes, right? And we made some mistakes. It's been a busy week here. So we were, ooh, that sounds wonderful, Susan. We went to the big parade that we go to, and I had planned to take like 4 bags of hats to that parade because we didn't have enough things last year to hand out. And that was the one I said we probably needed double to. We went to the first parade Saturday morning. It was a beautiful experience. Everybody was very receptive. They always are. It's a small little community. You might get, what do you say, 50, 60 people that come out to the parade?
No, probably, yeah.
Somewhere, maybe more. If you count the people in the parade, maybe 100 and some, it's a small community. It's not very big at all. And so really not much bigger than the community we live in, but they had a good turnout for the people who were in the parade. I was very blessed to see at both parades a lot of churches, which to me was a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I was having a not so good day. I had shared with you all I didn't feel well. And I was sitting in a lineup waiting to go, and an older gentleman walked up to my car and asked me what we were about. And I have the sign on the car that says Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. It has the verse from Luke on it, the reference, so he knew. So he was from a local church, and I explained what BMO was about. I explained why we do it. I did explain what had happened with my brother, which is always a sensitive subject when you talk to people. Some people take it really well. Some people don't take it so well. Some people look at you like you've lost them forever. Some people look at you like, oh, I feel so sorry. It's just different. Whatever anybody believes is not, it is what it is. But I did share it with him. And Amy, how are you? I
Hey.
love you, love you, love you. I did share it with him, and I started to cry because I was having a rough day, and it just was a rough day. And he ministered to me, and he told me, he said, what you're doing is a good thing. And, they were handing out tracts as well as us, and with their church. And he just stood there and talked to me for a little bit and ministered to my soul. And that felt so good. And I know God
Yes.
sent him, because I know everybody was praying, and I was having a rough time. And it helped me get through the parade. And he walked like with they had a float, and he walked between us and the float. And sometimes he'd get right up beside us, and he'd say, oh, don't let me get in your way. And we just had a really good time. We went and distributed hats down through there, came back and met with my friend who's the director of it. And because I had to run in and go to the bathroom. And then we left and came home, and I got to rest for a couple hours. And then we left again to do it all over again in the bigger town. And we had gone that morning by ourselves. Jack was running a fire call. Luke was working an FFA booth at the local Christmas bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Kristen, that won't happen again. That was a lot.
No, it was a lot.
It is hard when you are trying to drive and get hats to throw out, and then she's trying to monitor and grab hats, and especially when they're in those bags, which are slippery, but that's a necessary thing so that they stay clean.
Yes, it was it had snowed or something and melted, so there was puddles.
Many got thrown into puddles. That's why the bags.
Yep.
So that's why they stayed clean. So we did go through there and hand those out, and then went to town, and Jack was getting the ones to go to town, and he asked me a question, and I just answered yes and went on about my business. What he asked was, is it just the bags that are in the truck? Because we had separated them out. Hi, Sharon, darling.
Hello.
I sent you big hugs back today. I got to see Spring, and I got hugs from you, and I sent them right back. I love you. Kristen got them too.
Yeah.
And so he said, is it just the ones that are in the truck? Because we had bagged and separated them into vehicles so we would know where to pull from. And I absentmindedly went, yes, thinking both trucks. And somehow, Spring, we just showed all your pretty, lovely hats.
You just showed them all.
We were talking about meeting up with you, and now we're talking about the parades. Everybody was oohing and ahhing over your beautiful hats. So I mistakenly meant both trucks. He thought I meant the one truck, and we ended up with 2 bags of hats to take through the parade, which would never have been enough. I mean, we still could have used more, but we made it work because I also had some bracelets to throw out that had verses on it, so I used those near the end. But the reason, we just had a misunderstanding, and my husband apologized profusely, and I said, it happens. It's not a big deal. God has a purpose and a plan. Those hats will go somewhere else. Yep. So what we're going to do, because I know there are going to be hats left over from the local parade, because we have 4 bags and only need 2, depending, maybe only 1. So those other hats that are bagged up are going to go to our local laundromat and be placed out. They're going to go to some local blessing boxes, which we were going to do today. And again, we grabbed the wrong bag. So I didn't realize till we were gone. I grabbed a bag that has some other stuff in it. So I really didn't have time to put them out today because, I love your mama.
Oh, she's super sweet.
I could tell. I could just sit down and have coffee with her and talk forever, just like I do you. I love her. She's a sweet, sweet woman. And I appreciate both of you. And I don't know if I said thank you because my brain is not where it's supposed to be lately. But Thank you, and I love you and appreciate you so much. Talk my mom into volunteering with me at the children's Christmas party. Yay!
Aww.
I'm so excited. That'll be so much fun for you. That's so much. She will enjoy that, and so will you. What is that? Hold on. I have a phone trying to go crazy. That's not me. I think. Yeah.
Not mine either.
Yeah, that's not mine. Anyway, that's great, Rachel. I'm so happy for you. And
we love you too, Spring.
yes, we need to start meeting in the summer when we can actually sit and talk and not freeze. But
it was so cold today.
The other thing about the one that we forgot to take all the hats to was, though, really, when we went through, I think they had about a 50% turnout compared to last year. So last year when we went down the streets, we could not keep up with throwing out hats on the first 2, 3, 4 blocks. And I don't know, there's like 10 or 15 blocks. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So on the first four blocks last year, we couldn't keep up with throwing hats. So we went in 2 cars this time again. And there weren't as many people. Like the street, but it was super cold. Like I was really cold. And I assumed that most people, it just wasn't, they weren't coming out because it was cold. Like the main area that had people was the area that was the bazaar.
And also it had snowed.
Yeah.
So a lot of people probably didn't want to come out in the snow.
Yeah. So it was really super cold and there weren't as many people. And like I said, the main area that had people was where they were having the vendors and stuff like that, where before that wasn't the case. So I don't know what the deal was, but I know there weren't as many people. And we did get to bless a lot of people, and we did throw out almost 2 complete bags. I think we found about 4 hats that had fallen out in the car. And today we went to Walmart, and as we went in, the little guy from Salvation Army was out there, and we gave him one. I gave one to the principal at the high school as I drove my son down today. Yeah. And then what else? What else did we? They were smarter than us to be inside. I'm telling you, it was cold. It was cold today. I had on double layers. I had on 2 pairs of pants, which I still do, and I had on 2 shirts. And Jack was like, "You need your sweater." And I said, "That's why I have 2 shirts on. I don't like to wear a sweater if I don't have to." And I ended up taking the outer layer off eventually because I was burning up. These ones in the car. Yep, I did. I had on my Hallmark shirt. I didn't have on my Nana Claus shirt. I got to find it. I had on my Hallmark shirt and a red hat, and I had my red gloves that Susan gave me because they were in the car and it was cold. And I threw them on my hands and wore them today so I would be warm. But yeah, so we didn't have as big a turnout at the one parade this year. Like I said, I think it was because it was so cold. I believe that other years have been more. Last year was warmer.
It was warmer last year.
Oh, Sharon, I love that. I love that you all do that. Oh, we love them. Absolutely love the hats. They really, really do. And so, yeah, we wore Grinch to the first one and Rudolph to the second one. Yeah, last year Kim was warmer, and you could tell because I'm telling you, you couldn't see the sidewalks last year for the people. And this year, there's just all these blank spaces. And I thought, where are all the children? Where are all the people at? Like, and even the entries to the parade were very, very few. Definitely down, I think, from last year, don't you?
Yes, it definitely was.
But there were, again, a lot of churches there. There was a lot of church floats. And I thought that was fabulous. And again, God brought a friend of mine to talk to me, to cheer me on as we went and encourage me before we got started that evening. So, she thinks we're lying about the weather. I think somebody's lying about the weather because where is it? I mean, you all have snow, but we have like nothing on the roads and like a skip on the grass. Like the grass might be covered in a lot of areas.
Yeah, there's some spots that there's snow, but I can see the grass. Yeah, you can see the grass through it. It's nothing.
And the other day, earlier this week, I could not see the grass at our house.
No.
The event that happened earlier this week was worse for us than what supposedly happened, whatever happened last night and the last couple nights. We pretty much haven't,
Yeah.
We have gotten so many wonderful hats this year. It was amazing. And I'm so excited for tomorrow. I really hope people come out. We've got stuff to make signs. We're so far behind. Like I said, At 8 o'clock, I got a call saying we needed, or a message saying we need to go out and do something else. And we are so far behind. We just waited till the last minute. And this was kind of a not something we had planned. And I just thought, we have extra hats. Where can we get them to the most people the quickest and make sure that people are getting what they need? Maybe in areas that are not covered by the other organizations we go to. Um, my gloves were really wonderful today. I was so happy they were in the car.
I loved being the Grinch and Rudolph. I loved it.
It was so much fun. And then after we left Springs, we were supposed to go to the Walmart where we met her. And instead, when I got down there spring and looked up in the mountains, I got kind of concerned that we would get stuck down there. And I got a little one, not a little one, but a younger one that was at school. And I wanted to be able to get back home before he did. And if I thought, well, if it's going to come a snow, because they were saying it was going to snow again today, I'll be about 20 minutes closer to home if I go back to the other one. Yes, Sharon, we can. There's one where we went by today. I need to meet up with them. They're only open on certain hours, like one day a week or something. So I'll need to meet up with them. They're one of the food banks that we benefited from when we were not well. Two of the other places we leave them at are also have food banks. And then we've left them with the food truck here who has been handing them out too, that comes once a week and gives free food. Yeah, so we came back. We went first, after we met with you, we went to the Union Mission. The roads down there were bad.
They were. I was shocked.
Not the main road, but their parking lot. I went, I don't think so. And
No,
Kristen
thank
said,
you.
well, that's not where you need to go anyway. You have to go down at the bottom around the back door to the
And
garage.
it also was not very good.
It was not good, but it was passable. The next road over to the next block was a no-go. I'm not doing that because I knew I'd get stuck up. So I went back up and got back on the main road. It was bad down there.
It was.
It's like night and day. Like, yeah. I told you, like, everywhere I went today, the main roads were clear, but if I'd had to get off on a side road, that was a no. Because it just,
in my eye.
It was half slush, half ice going down through there, but their parking lot was not plowed. I don't know how people were getting in and out and
tracks, like people have been going.
Which, they don't have to plow it. I mean, people were going in and out, but not for me. And I knew if I got out and walked on it. So we went down the bottom and there was a tractor trailer there, a part of it, so I couldn't see to get to the place. And we only go once a year, so I wasn't sure. And I saw some lady upstairs doing something on the porch, and I thought, well, maybe she's a worker, because I don't know how many people work in that building or do whatever. So I yelled and said, hey, I have a delivery. And she's like, okay, or a donation. She said, go around the tractor trailer, blow your horn, they'll lift the garage door. And they did. And so I had some other stuff to drop off too. So I dropped that off. And then we went on our merry way and went to Walmart and grabbed some food and ran home. Yeah. And so I left at 10 this morning. I got home around 3:30. And then about 15 to 5, we left out again. And I got home. Oh, yeah, I do need to tell you that.
Well, you look at that. I have a story to tell that I forgot to tell you as well.
Oh, boy.
So I was at work.
Did you put a bee on the map for spring?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was at work yesterday, and I'm still fairly new. I've been there since August, and
tell them where you work.
I work in a nursing home. And, I need to talk about that too, but this is something else I didn't even tell you. Not a lot of people know my name because I'm there 3 days a week, and rotations are weird. So all of a sudden I'm walking down the hallway and I hear, hey, I need to talk to you. And I turn around and it's one of her CNAs and she went, I just wanted to tell you, I love that your ministry of handing out hats. She said, I recognized you in the parade the other night. And she said, I knew it was you. And she said, I just wanted to tell you how much my little girls appreciated it. She said, my little girls were at the parade last year and got them and put them on and said, I hope they're here again this year so I can get another hat. And the little girls both got a hat and put them on as soon as they got them. So I was not expecting that at work. And my coworker said that. And I was like, oh, yeah.
It's funny how things, yep. So tell them about the other, whatever
yes.
else.
I took some hats because we do have people who go out and like to go sit outside. And then they
go smoke.
They go out and smoke.
We'll say it, but just because they're in a nursing home, there are people who are, that are still capable of getting outside, and they do smoke, and they do make accommodations for them.
We do also have people who go out in the weather
Right,
for
spring.
appointments and stuff.
She got me crying.
Yeah, I know. It
Start talking about kids and I
it
can't
also was
handle
not the best day at work, and that turned my day completely around. So we also have people who got in awful weather to go to appointments and everything. So I took hats, scarves, and shawls to them, and they all loved them, and I'm very appreciative.
And I love that. I love that because we had talked about it, and I said, well, if they're in the nursing home, do they even have a purpose for a hat? I mean, I know
Mhm.
maybe a couple of weeks ago I put a hat on in the middle of the night um, because I just was cold. I couldn't get warm, and that's not unusual for me anymore. So I put a hat on and I slept better than I had in forever. I had my hat on and my socks on, which I never wear socks usually, but I've been doing it now.
Yes, spring.
Yeah, the pink shawl's in the bag.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is it that that?
Yeah. One of my besties got it, and she put
No,
it
the
on.
one you just had.
Oh,
right
I thought you were
there.
talking about the other one.
No,
Well, there
that
was a
one
pink.
right there that I just said.
Oh, yeah.
What did I say when I showed it?
It was meant for me or for you.
Right,
So, yeah.
right.
I thought you meant the pink shawl that I took to
No,
work.
I meant this one. This is this.
There was a pink shawl in the one I
That's
took
a-
to work, and one of my
I,
little old ladies got it, and she put it on right away.
I promise. I will give it to somebody else. I promise. I'll be nice. So anyway, yeah. And so I love that we can give to them. They are so appreciative.
They are.
The people from the food truck are so appreciative. Um, I feel very blessed to be able to make a difference for people who appreciate things. I don't mean to say it like that. It's not like I'm looking for appreciation. People who get such joy, I guess is the best way to say it, out of little things. To me, making a hat, for me to make a hat doesn't take a lot of time. I have plenty of yarn. I have the ability to share. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yay! Terry, I'm so glad you're here.
Rachel, I pulled it out, and we were talking about it.
I just think that that screams donation to KK. I mean, look at that. It's pink and gray. They go great. I'm just kidding. I will put it in there, and somebody will probably get it tomorrow when we do an open house.
Probably.
And somebody who needs it. So they're going to come in tomorrow, and we'll open up and lay out all the hats and all the things. And they can choose whatever they wish and whatever, however many they need. And so that's what we're going to do. But I did show these two. I'll show them one more time. Jack has a coworker that likes purple and black, and he had requested a purple and black hat, and I had no purple, so he went Christmas shopping the other day, and I said, when you go, get me purple yarn from Walmart. So that's Mainstay and Ice Yarn, actually, which
Yes.
I don't think I've used a lot of, but yeah. So that's for the guy, and he said, oh, he has a little girl. So I said, oh, we can't do that. Got to make her a hat. And he said, oh, he has a fiance. And I said, oh, can't do that. She's got to have one too. So they each get a purple and black hat, although they may want a different color. Jack said he told him that the little girl was going to take his hat. I said, we can't be having none of that. So that's what we've done. The 2 parades are finished. We have one more parade on the 20th, I think it is. Yeah. We have a hat donation tomorrow where we will, open the doors and say, come get a cup of coffee or a hot cocoa and some cookies and grab a hat or 2 or 3 or whatever you need. I did tell teachers they could come stock their clothes closet, because that's important. Oh, it when the food truck gave out hats up here, he said he couldn't keep up with it. Like, people kept coming and getting them and talking about them, and Jack was up there at one point in time, and he said this one lady would pull one down and she'd put it back, and she'd say, no, I want this one. And if I'd have been there, I'd have said, take whatever you want, honey, it's okay. And they were getting rid of so many that we actually took more back, because I just felt like it was needed to do. And there was something else that happened. I was gonna let me see if I can pull it up and read to you guys if you're not on Facebook. Oh, grand total 2,539. Yay! Yes, absolutely. That's where we are.
We appreciate every single one of them.
I just can't believe it. So I wanted to read a couple of things that were said for those who don't have Facebook, because it touched me. And there was a great response this year. Like, sometimes you'll pass them out and you might see 1 or 2 people put something up about it. And right? I love it. And sometimes you don't see much of anything. The first couple of years, we really didn't see a whole lot. And I would try to encourage people to share. And now I'm kind of like, well, maybe people don't want to share. But this year, I had people contact me and ask me how they could get a hat if they didn't get one, which is one of the reasons why we decided to do tomorrow's event, where we just open the fire department doors, put them out on tables, and say, come get what you need. Because maybe they don't come to parades. Maybe they have mobility issues like I do and they can't set out. I don't go to
Yeah,
parades for that
true.
reason. Mary Lou, how much snow you got,
Hello.
darling? Or maybe they're older and that's not their thing. Or maybe they had to work that day and their kids couldn't get out to the parade. Whatever your reasoning, there's lots of reasons that people may not have been able to get out and do things. So we want to make sure that they have
You
that
may need to
chance.
go to your
There it is.
tag.
It's there.
Okay.
Okay, this is straight off of Facebook from a mother. Or a grandmother. It says, my grandbabies love the hats that they received. And I said, thank you so much. And there was something else that was said. But she didn't have to go on there and put that, but she did. And there were some others that had asked, let's see, that's some of you guys talking. But I had at least 2 people, I think, who messaged or put on Facebook and wanted to know where they could receive hats. And so that's why we're doing what we're doing tomorrow. And if, like I said, if 2 people come out, great. If a couple, if 30 people come out, great. Whatever. No snow, Mary Lou?
Wow.
Wow. We have no snow today. How about this week? How much have you had this week? I think earlier in the week, we had probably at least 2 to 3 inches. Over the last couple of days, we, 1 or 2 inches, but it melted mostly before it even accounted to much here. Now, other areas, yeah. I don't miss being in an area where snow accumulates and it's rough to get around in.
No.
We were that area when I was growing up. We were the feet of snow area. Right where I live now, same place. Just covered the grass. That's kind of like us.
Spring.
Wow, girl.
I bet the horses love playing in it though.
I bet they don't. That's cold. We were that place when I was growing up. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, we would get beat up snow here, and you would be out of school for weeks. But now we might get a couple or 3 inches on a good day. Tomorrow around noon. Ours is supposed to hold off. You all pray it holds off until after this event tomorrow. I scheduled this event from 12 to 2, so it's the middle of the day, prime weather, hopefully, and warm as it's going to be for the day. Spring got all the snow. Boy, she sure did.
Yeah. They don't really like playing in the snow.
No.
I understand. It is cold.
It's too cold.
Our dogs don't like it either. They run out and come back in there real quick.
Hot Rod
in
runs.
and out.
In and out. Any other time, or out and in. Any other time, he's out there forever and will not come in.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It doesn't. I'm not sad we don't have it. A couple of inches.
No, I definitely. It was nice when I was younger because I got out of school and I got to go play in it. But now I'm an adult and I'm like, no thanks.
And it hurts.
They said no.
Spring. I forgot to bring you something. I forgot to bring you your banana pudding.
What? I'm lost.
Just wait.
The banana pudding?
Yeah. She hates bananas.
Oh.
I told her you were on a banana kick. She said
that's not nice.
She said I love that girl, but no.
Well, apparently I make the best banana pudding.
See?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Lee let my son, my oldest one, he loves her banana pudding and he has her make it. Matter of
He
fact,
he won't eat anybody else's. He doesn't like it.
I bought banana pudding I bought the stuff for banana pudding today while we were out. I am putting a sign out by the road. We actually bought some stuff to make signs for the road for that purpose, so that people would know they come in and get a cup of hot coffee or hot chocolate and get a hat.
Actually, as soon as this is over, we're going to make the signs.
She wouldn't eat it.
Well, your mom would eat it and then she would tell you.
She likes to torture Spring with it. We made butterscotch pudding. I love butterscotch.
Yes, I do.
Vanilla wafers. Vanilla pudding is what we use. Some people I know use banana, but we've
not. Used banana when they were out of vanilla, and then I put bananas in it, obviously.
Now, my son does not like bananas in it. He will eat it that way, but he'd rather just have.
He'd rather just have vanilla pudding and vanilla wafers. Oh, praying for you, Zach.
Sorry. Hopefully you are resting and being taken care of, and that's why he and I get That's funny.
Oh goodness gracious,
Spring, I don't know about you, but we
Spring.
did go to Walmart. And it's not just Walmart. Everywhere I go anymore, I cannot find what I'm looking for. I cannot find what
Literally,
I'm looking for online.
it's like everywhere is out of everything, and I'm like,
It's not just that they're out of everything. The options I don't think
are
are there.
limited.
Number one, I'm cheap. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah,
I have to get a bargain on stuff. That's just the way I am. I'm very frugal. I have to be. I mean, I don't have to be as frugal as I am, but I do enjoy being frugal. I will tell this story on myself because it's funny and it was
oh
informative.
god,
So the other night I'm up late and I'm on Facebook. It was Saturday night, and Walgreens switches over at midnight. Their sales, and our Walgreens closes at 8 or 9. And I'm up and I'm in a group on Facebook, and they start talking about a Walgreens toilet paper and paper towel sale. A 9 pack of toilet paper, the Walgreens brand, was on sale for $3 with a $1.50 coupon that made it $1.50. Paper towels, a 6 pack of paper towels, the same way, and then there was like 20% off if you bought so much. And I did it and got it for like $1 a pack, and I'm like, yep, I'm getting it and putting it away. So I am frugal. I won't say I'm careful with my money and try to get the most for what I get. And they're just I did find candy canes today though. I went nuts because I don't know about you all. Anybody else have this thing where I do not like candy canes unless they are the Brock kind. Oh, I knew I should have went out today.
Already?
I didn't really have time though. We barely made it home
We
before my
did
youngest got
barely
home.
make it home.
And yes, he could be here alone, but I don't like to do that. So plus we had things to do. So I got candy canes.
We would have caused mayhem, Spring.
She's probably gonna tell me I missed a deal. But the Brock's candy canes are the only ones I love, and they have a different flavor than the other ones. I can remember growing up sometimes getting, it's like peppermint's different. You get peppermint candy, all of it's different.
Mm-hmm.
I like a strong peppermint. Brock
Me
is a strong
too.
one. First time I went to Walmart for the season, they had them, and I bought a couple boxes and hung them on the tree and thought nobody would touch them. Well, they all ate them.
Yeah.
And went back the next time and they had 0. I wish cinnamon. I can't have cinnamon. I wish.
I know. I eat cinnamon and I really shouldn't because it's not good.
So I went back the next time and there were none that I could see. Today I found out the trick. The trick is where I was looking is just a little candy section for Christmas. But if you go as you go in the front door, there's a ton of them there. So I'm clearing the shelf back here, trying to clear the shelf. I reach in, I tell Jack, I say, get that whole box of candy canes, the whole display, and dump them. He says, what? I said, yep, I couldn't find them last time. I got to have them. So he starts handing them out. I start ripping them out of the box. Not ripping them, but pulling them out, put them in the cart. Pull them out, put them in the cart. Pulled one up, and it was stuck like glue to the one below it, and it busted wide open. Picked them all up, put them back on the shelf. What am I supposed to do with them? I don't know. Then I put 7 in the cart, so that way I have plenty of candy canes to last me through the part of the new year, all the way through. And go to the front and check out, and then see this big wall of display of Brock candy canes. Here I was thinking they didn't have them because they were like $8 a box online, and I'm not paying that. They're $1.72 in the store. So yeah, lesson learned. They're not in danger of being extinct. I just don't know where to look in the store. Sharon, you absolutely have to shop carefully nowadays. Things are way too expensive. I was Christmas shopping today for my youngest son's girlfriend. And yep, I was bargain shopping everywhere I go. Just like I'm going tomorrow morning to get the stuff that I need for the coffee and stuff that we're doing. In case you don't know, because you all know I do coupons too, and I sometimes share with you things. Tomorrow is a 10 off of 40 at Dollar General if you're a Dollar General shopper. I won't get into all the things about making sure you don't have other Dollar General coupons, but if you have the 5 off 25 clip for tomorrow and that one, the 5 off 25 will come off of the 10 off the $40 purchase instead. But if you don't have that clipped, you can go on your digital account, click the 10 off 40. I'm getting a big, large thing of coffee, a cup, 3 bags of cookies, 3 things of cups, 2 or 3 things of hot chocolate, a thing of Hugs drinks, the creamer, and all of that stuff for like $30. So had a few from everyone, right? Butter cookies at the $1 treat, $1.25 treat. The Dollar Tree is having sales that things are a quarter. I've seen lots of my couponing friends who have been going and getting, they got food this week that was marked down to a quarter. No, I went to the one, not where you're from, Spring, the other one up closer to me, and did not see anything that was 25 cents. I saw where it was supposed to be 25 cents looked like, and they made it 2.25.
Also, the wrapping paper is $1.50. Our local roses, I can get it for $1.29.
Yeah.
And
it pays to shop around, but I'm one of those who doesn't like to shop store to store to store, because if I'm getting out and walking, by the time I walk through the first store, I'm done. Walmart, I use my little rolly cart, and that's okay, and I get through. I'm about a two-store kind of girl if you're lucky on a good day. So
I like
see,
shopping.
I think some of it's not marked. They did have supposedly toys, and I forgot to look at that. I was going to get them to hand out tomorrow, but that's okay. I have a few stuffed reindeer from last year left over, and some lubbies and dolls and things that were given throughout this process that I'm going to put out in case I have kids tomorrow. And if not, then they will go through the parade with me. But I was hoping that way we could have little hands that might need something special. Maybe they just at a time in their life they need something, a special friend. You could have chased me. Sharon, I'm not a fan of shopping either. I really don't like to. I swore last time I went, I wasn't going back till after Christmas. I really do not enjoy going. I especially don't enjoy going during the holidays. It's not my cup of tea. I get anxious, and especially in the little rolly chair, and people don't want to move out of your way. And then I feel like I'm running over people half the time. I'm not happy doing it. I also do not like to shop online. Believe it or not, I am not that kind of girl. I know a lot of people love to do it, not me. I don't enjoy it. It's like, it is excruciating.
I don't like people.
I don't like people. Well,
Spring, I'm on the same page.
Is what it is. By the time I got ready to get out of Walmart, I looked at Jack and Kristen and said, "You need to get me out of here right now." Because
it was a madhouse. I don't know if it's because it's getting closer to Christmas. Everybody's like trying to shop really quickly. That's what we were doing.
I think that's what it was. See, Mary Lou, you have to do that. You have to buy marked down and dented. I mean, you have to do that now. Things, I could not believe either the prices of things. I think that's one of the reasons why I keep leaving without anything, because I go in and go, that was half that price last year, or that was $10 last year and now it's $15, or it was $20 last year and now it's $30. I'm not doing that, because there's a lady, I wish I could think of her name so I could give her credit. She is such a sweetheart. She's on my reels and she keeps coming up, and I love her accent. And she says, you do not, she'll say something like, today I watched one that said, you do not need anything from Family Dollar today. You do not need anything from Dollar General today. You do not need anything from Dollar Tree today. And then she says something like, go clean your dishwasher. Go clean your dishwasher. I'm like, yep, I love her. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to shop. People, I said today, I don't know where the spirit of Christmas is, but it's not in that store. Not in those stores. It's just not. And I try, but there are some people who are really sweet and, wonderful, and you have great experiences. And I always feel bad when I'm rolling through the store like that and somebody goes to step and then they step back and apologize. And I'm like, it's fine. We're both just here.
Yes.
Yes, he does. That's a new thing that he took up this summer, working on like walking sticks and things like that. Yep. You have the bougie Walmart though. I do like that Walmart better, but I was afraid I was going to get caught down there because I'm not familiar with weather there as much as I am the other place, and I know when things start to look a certain way there that I need to go. And plus, because of going through pipe stem to get home, because I just knew that it was going to be, I knew that they already looked bad over there and that roads could get bad quickly. And I also want to be closer to home in case they cancel school and sent them home, because you just never know anymore. Oh, Susan, we love you so much. I just want to say thank you. I think so too, Sharon. And I'm not gonna lie, I am one of those people sometimes when people jerk out in front of me, and run in front of me and do that. Like today I was sitting there and there was a lady with another buggy just like mine on a little wheelie cart, and she just kept sitting there, and I thought, she's not going to move. Why is she not moving? And she didn't look like she's looking at anything. And then she started to look at something. And then she finally moved. And I have to remind myself to be patient, that everybody's going through something. And, it just, you got to be patient and take a deep breath sometimes. But I get to a level where I'm like, I need to go home because and it's not just the stores. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. What's it? Grape Seedu? How are you? Nice to see you. It's true, Spring. But also the traffic gets to me. At one point today, I finally said, I really need to go home. And we were sitting at a certain place, and I said, I'm going to turn and go this way. And my husband said, why aren't you going to go that way? And so I said, okay, I'll turn and go that way. And I did, and almost got in a car accident because I had right of way and a lady ran a stop sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not a place I'm familiar with coming out of because it's just traffic goes this way, traffic coming from the other direction. But then you have to go across both lanes, which obviously always, but just where it's at, it's off to the side and it's a funny angle to go.
Yeah, it is. There's traffic coming from several directions.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's weird.
If you don't pay attention, it's very easy to just
traffic goes one direction constantly without a stop sign. You have a stop sign that can turn where you're at, and then you have a stop sign.
And then there's that other road that comes this way.
But they are supposed to stop and yield, but that doesn't happen. So no. I'm just not comfortable being out in traffic generally. I like my country bumpkin roads where I'm the only car most of the time. And nothing more than 5 or 10 minutes from my house. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I did want to say thank you to everybody who's donated this year. It has been overwhelming, the amount of support that has happened this year, the things that have happened and that have come from this year, the amount of people who have commented. I did get a message from a very dear, sweet friend of mine the very day that we went to. Night, honey, Nikki. We love you. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope Mama's good. Over the prices. Yeah, it's not your fault. You can't do anything about it. You don't do it. Yeah, I know they tell you that customers are always right, but sometimes we're wrong.
Yeah, sometimes.
I feel sorry for people who work in the stores. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. And there's so much too. When we were in Walmart today, I'll tell this and I'll go back to talking about hats and stuff. I'm always on high alert. Very high alert, especially with my kids with me, which I don't go anywhere without somebody with me. Oh, I'm glad Mama's better. Send her love and hugs.
Yes.
Love you very much. But here in our area, where Spring's at, where I went today, where we go, any area we go has been hit, which I know everybody has, but they've been hit with high crime rate. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to women who are alone. I don't go anywhere alone. My kids are always with me, or my husband's with me. I prefer he's with me. But just so I know, I know he'll take care of things. How about that? Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, we were in the store today. We had gone to check out. Kristen had an order. We had an order. My husband was proceeding to check us out. She was across from us checking us out. There was a lady checking out down from her at the self-checkout. And there's a man standing there. And he's obviously talking on his phone.
He has an earpiece in.
Yeah, talking on his phone, talking very loudly, sharing his business with the world. And I hear him mention about going to Kroger. So I'm like, he's with her, mm-hmm. This lady and these 2 children. And I look over and I thought, okay, I'm not so sure.
And I am watching in my peripheral vision as he just slowly backs closer to me. And I'm hurrying up and getting out of there.
And I'm watching the whole time as he's backing away from this lady who's standing there with her 2 older children, probably like preteens.
Yeah, I'd say probably, yeah.
Preteens. And he's backing up and backing up and backing up. And I'm thinking, he's not with her. He proceeds to walk out between the set of aisles where you're checking out on both sides. Kristen's there. He keeps backing up towards her. Now, mind you, he was there before we got there. And where Kristen was checking out was open. Where we were checking out was open. And he was at none of those places. He was standing behind this lady there, acting like he was with her. And so when we get there, he proceeds to start backing up towards Kristen. And I just kind of looked at her really like, Kristen, my kids know. I have a look, and I have a sound. And the sound goes like this. Get in the car now. When I take that tone, hi, Thrifty, how are you? When I take that tone, they know you don't ask questions.
You listen.
You move, and you do it right now.
Ask questions
immediately.
later.
You don't look around. You don't raise your head. You go to the car and you don't say a word until you're in the car and locked. Hey, Lulu.
Hello.
How are you, darling? So that's our signal. When I say, get in the car right now. And if I say, get in the car, and they don't listen or I don't think they hear me correctly, I said, get in the car right now. And that's the tone I take so that they know, oh, thank you, Thrifty. We appreciate you so much. And so I gave Kristen that look today.
And I gave her one right back because I was watching.
And so she proceeded to come over where we were after she finished. And she stood there. My husband was there. And the guy checked out and walked away. But
He didn't have anything.
He did check something out. I think he
did?
grabbed a drink.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't see him with anything.
Which, why are you standing there if you don't have nothing?
I was very on my toes. I was like, because he just kept backing up. And I'm like, okay, no. So I was like scanning my stuff as quick as possible, getting my card in the reader. I was like,
I do not understand being in a public place, first of all, being on your phone for everybody to hear everything. Oh, thank you, Spring.
Love you.
I'm just very particular and one of these days I'm probably going to have to apologize to someone when they pick up on the fact that I am telling my children to get away from them because I don't feel safe. And I will gladly do that if I'm in the wrong. But I will also tell you that as an adult in a public place, there are certain things you should and should not do. Oh, thank you, Thrifty. I hope you are too. One of my pet peeves, my greatest pet peeves, is in a public parking lot. You do not walk up past somebody's door so close that you can touch their door. Sometimes you have to get into your car. Yeah,
if there's a lot of space and you're right there.
But if you're parked over there and you walk all the way across the parking lot and you come up and brush by my door, you have no business doing that. We were in a parking lot the other day and I looked at them and I said, get in the car now.
I remember that day.
There was a man who had a hood on. It looked very dark. I couldn't see his face. He had his hands in his pockets and his head kind of down like this, but he was making a direct, deliberate line across the parking lot, and it looked like he was coming straight to our vehicle. He was going straight to another vehicle, and apparently he was meeting up with these people for some reason. I don't care what your reason is. It doesn't have anything to do with me. But I'm just very alert. So anyway, that's my... Be careful when you go out. There are in our local area, 45 minutes from us, at a Walmart that we frequent. Probably a third of the time that we go to Walmart, that's the one we go to. A man was in the parking lot one night late, and of course, they're open till like 11, I think. And the lady had come out of Walmart, got in her car, and he drove up around her car and drove circles around her car and stopped by her car and pulled a gun and said, "You're coming with me." I shouldn't say that on YouTube, but that's what happened. He did it. She got away. He did it again another time to another lady, and he was taken away to a little padded cell. So you have to be careful. This is a place that Kristen has gone to many times by herself.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were safe there because it is a big town, but a relatively friendly and nice town. But it is also 2 seconds from the interstate. And that's where you get in trouble. The same thing with the place we went today. You are 2 seconds from the interstate. It can be anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime. And if you don't think so, start looking at the license plates that are surrounding you. And I know there are lots of reasons for people to go. They work different places. They do all these things. But take note. And next time you're in a big box store, look at people who are walking around on their phone with their phone, and still their eyes are moving frequently, looking for, and they're talking on, which I do that. I talk on speakerphone.
I like to look at my phone, but I'm also very vigilant.
Yeah,
these
people walk the front of the store back and forth, and they be alert to who's following you.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Be alert. Now, sometimes people are gonna, you're gonna trip over people. We've done that before. Just be alert. And I don't know why I got on there, but yes, always be aware, Sharon. It pays to always be aware. We were in a store a couple years ago, a local store. I mean, really local. And I'm talking small town. Ain't nobody going to be there that's not from this area. Probably you're going to know people. Talk about everybody knows your name. Yep, this is where we're at. So I'm in the store. There were a group of people who walked through the store, and they were speaking, but I could not understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean anything. We have a very eclectic community. That doesn't mean a thing. but they started to follow me around, and I can't remember what it was, but I think they were laughing, following us around, and I heard like a kind of a laugh, and I think I caught enough of the words that I understood that made me think this is not good. And my husband was with me, and we both looked at each other and said, "Go," and took the kids and left, because you don't ever know. When you've got four people together and they are following you through the store, there's a problem. Just be aware. You can always go to the clerks and say, "Hey, I don't feel safe," at the desk up
Yeah.
front, and they will get somebody to walk you out. Always be aware. You just never know. And I don't know how I got on that subject other than that's what happened today. Again, thank you for everybody who sent hats. 2,500 and
36.
39.
Oh, bad.
So that's well 500, over 500 more than what we asked for. So we appreciate that. A little bit about what's going to happen. We have one more parade, and we are doing the hat giveaway tomorrow. They could be scanning your credit card. You're right. I forgot about that.
They have those wallets that have the
That's what I
protectors
have.
on them.
An RFID wallet
Yeah.
is what I've had for probably 10 years now. Before it was popular to have an
And
RFID
honestly,
wallet.
that was kind of my concern when he was standing beside me. He may have put something on the reader, so I used my tap instead of inserting it.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid he would have put something on there.
And we've had that locally. We live in a very small town. The local gas station had a reader tapped. Somebody put a reader on their card reader and stole card numbers, a lot of them. And I'm talking, we live in a very small community, and somebody did that. Somebody was super smart and figured out how to do that because they closed down at night. So somehow, I don't know how they got around cameras, but they did it. And they were a 24-hour station, so they were zapping cards left and right. And so, yeah. See, I try not to go out at night anymore, Susan, because I number one, night is cold, at least in this time of year. I don't drive well after night. Night is, slick in the winter. And a lot of times my husband's, he has to be here for me to want to go out and do things anymore. I don't go out by myself. I just don't. I would bet, Spring, you guys have a much larger area and a much more diverse area than we have. We're diverse, but you guys are very diverse. A person wearing a coat, put your purse. That's a great idea, Sharon. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Very smart. And you know what I also did is that when it came to kids and stuff like that, you strap them into that strap thing, but you also can
strap your purse in.
Strap your purse in, or you can strap them in and hook them to the buggy. There's a way that I saw sometime that you could do that so that they couldn't be snatched, because you just never know with people. And when I have the baby, I'm always much more careful about that kind of thing, because you just never know. But we do have one more parade on the 20th. It's the smaller one, but it is the one that spans like 2-3 miles. Not 2-3 miles. 2 hours, not 2-3 miles. Lots of miles. So we will be doing that, and we will have the hat giveaway tomorrow. Something at the store that cashiers take it and stick it in all the card slots to see. Really? I've never heard about that. See, we would have no reason to think that they would do that here because it's such a small place, and probably an expense that they couldn't afford for such a small company. But
honestly, yeah.
But you just need to be careful. But anyway, we are very thankful for all the donations. We are over 500 more than what we asked for, which is a great problem to have. It has allowed us to open up the doors tomorrow, to be able to reach out, minister to people, allow them to come in and get something warm to drink, and maybe something to snack on, and get a hat. And who knows who we may get in off the streets who doesn't have a place to go. And so maybe to give them a chance to warm up. And if not, for fellowship and for people to come in and be blessed, and for us to be blessed as well. That we always share a blessing with people when they find something that they like. And I have had people who have contacted me. There's been at least 3, I think, that have contacted who wanted either a specific hat or wanted a hat and didn't get one. And, I hate to be that way, but we cannot deliver to everybody in the counties that would want to have a hat. It's just not possible. I can't do that, especially this time of the year. So that's why we're opening up tomorrow. They can come get one, or they can reach out to the other organizations. We do have one more organization, that's the Children's Home Society, and I will be getting hats to her hopefully this week. I have them set, no, two organizations, sorry. I have them set aside. I also have hats set aside for what is it? The baby pantry. So I have to do that one. But other than that, those are the ones we have left. So what's going to happen for the new year? In the new year, we are going to do two things. Number one, last year, I think it was much later in the year before we took hats because Kristen was schooling and all that kind of stuff, and we were still getting things figured out. But now that she's homeschool, or not homeschool, but online school, it's okay. It's a little better. We are going to wait till March to accept hats because there's I'm not going to get out and go to the post office in January and February. Um, my husband will go occasionally, but I won't be going, and he won't go as much because the roads are awful. Just they're awful. You never know,
Yeah.
and it's just because we were getting things like every day, and I can't leave it at the post office and let it pile. I mean, I could, but I don't want to do that to our postal workers. They're wonderful people.
They are. They're amazing.
Tank, hey, how you doing,
Hi,
darling?
Tank.
So we will start again in March next year, maybe towards the end of March. That will give me time to revamp. We will be doing shrink wrap hats this year, as far as like when you send them to us, they will go in a big tall shrink wrap bag. And that way I will be more organized. This year they went in totes and that was a disaster. It was my fault.
Good idea, but
it didn't work.
Large scale, it's not the greatest.
Large scale, they need to go back in the shrink wrap bags because it takes up less space. And we will be cutting off November 24th, like we always do. And we will be setting a limit of 2,000. That's where we're going to go. Yep. We're not going to go higher this year. It's not, I mean, I don't mean a limit.
Our
goal is 2,000. Sorry. If it goes over 2,000 like it did this year, that's great. We have learned a lot, Sharon, in the past 5 years. Yes. A whole lot about a lot of things. We were talking
the other day how we went from those little Dollar Tree bags to the Ziploc bags because we learned our lesson.
The little plastic goodie bags used to get 20 for $1 at Dollar Tree. We used to stuff a hat in there. We did that the first year. Tie it off with a bread tie that comes with it and throw those. I'm going to tell you what, I bet we busted 60 of those. It was awful. It was awful. And then they get wet when you throw them out. They were awful.
But we learned
that we
gallon Ziploc bags are the best.
Yep. So we have learned. So we're going to set a goal of 2,000 next year. Instead of going up, we're going to scale back 25 back to 2,000. And if we get more than that, that's fine. But there's no need for us to continue to try and ramp up and ramp up and ramp up and ramp up because 2,000 covers what we need. And if we get more than that, we'll do what we're doing this year and find a way to use them and bless somebody. But there's no need for us to keep going. Oh, let's do 21. We started out with 75 hats, y'all, the first year. Locally from those who are around us and us. Oh, that's a Roxy. We have a new, yep, and there's a hot rod. Oh boy. So we started out with 75 hats the first year, and the next year, I have it written down somewhere. It amped up about 500 every year. And so this year, we have, I think this year it might have went up 1,000 actually, close to 1,000. So there's no need for us to make a higher goal and a higher goal. We did that for a while and that was fun while we were doing it. And it was neat and all that kind of stuff. But eventually there are other organizations that take two and there are other places we can donate and we can donate locally. And I do not want to be selfish and take what we don't, have to have. It is putting stress on us too. 2,000, we have 2,500 this year and almost 26, I guess. And I will say that's probably the max amount that I can actually store and handle in the time frame. Now, if God decides we need more, he'll make a way for me to store and handle it. I believe that. But that's about where I'm at as far as getting them processed and getting them out and doing what we need to do because it can become overwhelming. I don't have a warehouse or anything like that. I have my home and that's it. And it has taken a lot of space in my home this year for BMO between hats and the nursing home stuff that we do. And then we did, what else did we do? We did, the food stuff. So it took a lot of space for all that. And I'm not complaining. I'm blessed. I'm telling you, I'm glad I have space to put it. But it does kind of, it can get out of hand. So I'm comfortable where we are with what we do. And so that's what we're going to do. And we are blessed and thankful for everybody who sent in, but I don't see a need to go, oh, well, this year we're going to do 3,000. It's not necessary.
No.
What we do in our area for the organizations who depend on us, we have that covered, and then we get to bless people who can come in and get hats tomorrow, and we get to bless the schools, and we're at a comfortable position. Now, what God has in store for another year, I don't know, but right now we're comfortable, and I'm happy there, and I don't want to be stressed to be, oh, let's get a number, because it's not about that. It's about reaching people, and this year God has put it on my heart and convicted me so badly that the most important thing out of all that we are doing is to show people that they are loved, but to show them that they are loved by Him. And that's why the tracts went out this year. And 1,000 tracts in the hands of people who desperately need them, I think is wonderful. And I will tell you, no, because we are not officially affiliated with the firehouse when it comes to BMO. And their firehouse is small. All the firehouses are small here. And so I can't really ask them to do that. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't know. Maybe as we get closer, I might ask. But anyway, the other thing I will tell you is that I forgot what I was going to tell you. Something about the hats and I don't know.
What we do with them.
Well, I don't know. There was something somebody had said. Maybe I'll think about it and share it later. But, you know, where we are is at a good place. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to give you guys a break for a few months. Next year, when we come back in January, you're going to see hats for the people of BMO. And I'm making hats that either the color or the stitches or something remind me of them, and giving them a name that has to do with them. And I'm going to share some stories with you. So that's what we're going to do starting in January. I've made 3 of the hats. 2 I got to remake. 1 I want to remake to make it a little different because I wore it today and it didn't come over my ears like I wanted it to. So I need to play with the stitches. And the other one I got to remake in a color that represents the person. So 3 of them will come in January because we have 3 birthdays in January. Yep, for BMO. So that's what we're going to do. And other than that, we're going to get off here. We still have to record for this coming week. And it is 11:30, and we still have to make signs and get everything put away from tonight and get everything ready for tomorrow. So that's where we stand. We are going to be busy, but it's okay. It's okay. We love it. We enjoy it. We enjoy the people. We enjoy seeing people and seeing the things that come from what we do. Love you too, Sharon. So we're going to give you time to say goodbye to each other. We love you all very much. I feel like we never say thank you enough. I don't know what the words are. It was a nice visit. I enjoyed chatting with you guys and letting you know something. If you all have questions about the parades and what happened, there are some pictures on BMO on Facebook. Bumblebee's Mountain Outreach. It's listed like that. I didn't take pictures of the people. I took pictures of our stuff and what we were doing, and us dressed up. And I didn't get pictures of Spring and us today. We were just having fun being together and sharing some time together. We don't get that often, and it was nice just to get a hug and say I love you. So, but if you have questions about what's going on, I will take some pictures more tomorrow because I'll be able to take pre-pictures so you can kind of see the fire hall and what it looks like with the hats set up and yeah, all that stuff. Oh, thank you all. We couldn't do what we do without you all. We couldn't do it. Have a happy holiday. Yes. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We plan to see you before then, but if we don't, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Enjoy your family. If you have your family with you, enjoy them. Not all of us have that privilege, and for whatever reason. So enjoy those you do have with you. Hug them, love them, and let them know that you care. And yeah. Aw. That's great, Amy. Good night, everyone. We love you very much. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to be kind because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
Bye.